Did you live it?
I lived it.
We're lived. Did you live it?
I lived it.
Leave me alone, Rob.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning, humans. 12 minutes late. Everybody have awesome conversations while we were being late. A lot going on around here. What else? What is it? Okay, so we're late because we're having a freezer delivered today from Lowe's. And inevitably, the block of time is like between Friday and next fucking Christmas. So that's...
You can't say that in the beginning. They're going to cut us off again.
No, they're not.
You can't say the F word in the beginning of a thing.
Oh, well, we'll just go to Rumble. I mean, what do you want me to do?
Gosh.
Look, don't get on to me, woman.
I'm not getting on to you. I just don't want them to cut us off again.
Well, I don't care if they do, honestly. We'll go to Rumble. We'll take our business elsewhere.
I care.
Stupid.
People were disappointed last week.
Yeah, well, not as disappointed as we were. Anyway, now that we started off with me in trouble, anybody have any other great news? And I also don't need to say that because we have youngsters on our broadcast.
So hopefully they won't cut us off again for saying the F word.
Really? Because I see people say that on YouTube all the time.
I just think that it's like some rule that if you do it within the first minute or something, you can't get advertising, but I don't monetize these anyway. So hopefully it's not like a we cut you off kind of a thing.
I need to wash my mouth anyway. It's pretty terrible.
Adrian said, breathe.
What else has happened in the... Oh, yeah. So
the freezer...
They're delivering a freezer. So, like, they called... Well, we hoped it would be after the thing. So then we're like, oh, yeah, it'll probably be after the thing because they're taking forever. Well, all of a sudden they went 1, 2, 3, like all the stops before us. And then they're like, hey, so I told them, you just deliver it. I'm doing a live broadcast. If it's an emergency, beat on the door. If not, thanks, guys. Don't let the rabbit out.
Will B said, I showed off my Night Stalker and Sapper to some custom knife makers at a show yesterday. Awesome. Did they like them?
They're probably like, oh. Other makers are usually like, oh, man, this guy's stuff sucks. Typically, that's what happens. But they know. They really actually know.
They don't say you suck.
They actually know. Wow, good stuff.
So I guess everybody knows that we got shut down for community guidelines supposedly last week.
Look.
Don't show anything.
Nothing.
He's doing
nothing.
Concealed today.
Nuh-uh. I'm anti-firearm.
I was actually thinking, is it because of the stuff on the wall? Because I couldn't think of what we did because they said it was at 53 seconds. And so, I'm like, what did we do at 53 seconds?
The best I can tell, or we have ascertained from their communication, which was very little, we did a violation to that policy where you can't handle, hold, or transport. Well, we weren't doing any of them, but through research, they have bots that are watching. So artificial intelligence, non-humans thought apparently when I pointed at the Navy SEAL symbol on the top of the pistol, they thought I picked it up. So, I understand the policy because of that crazy dude that did bad, like try to kill people on live. So I get it. Why they do it. However, maybe a human involved.
So we have a Rumble now.
In
case it shuts down, we'll head over there.
Yep. So if you guys haven't followed us over there, and look, I see you're commenting. I don't know. It takes like 5 minutes to figure out how to find. Like, I get a notification, and then I try to go over there and I try to find it, and I got to scroll through every video and look at all the comments. It's not user friendly from this end or from the other end.
Lots of people have their theories as to why we got kicked off. We're getting some because of Taylor Swift comments, other comments.
That's jokes, though. It can't be because of Swifty. Anyway, I mean.
And Rob thinks it's because he told you to cover your sidearm.
Yeah, you told me that a couple of weeks ago, though. You said, you better cover that because they're going to be communist. So, whatever.
How is everybody doing? I think it's snowing in
lots of places. I was talking to Pete Sake.
Hey, Josh.
The other day.
$99.99. Thank you.
Welcome, Josh. All right, I just got the camera notification that there's people on the property. So we may get kicked off for gunfire if they go crazy around here. Yes.
They
just
have
kidding.
to go up like a huge flight of stairs.
So we have our house. Well, we live in the mountains. So there's a flat spot at the road, and then it goes to our house, and then the property goes down to the gun range. So there's a big, tall set of stairs that goes up to the back deck, like super tall.
David Wright says, let me know what you need to fill that freezer. Just got a truckload.
So they brought the truck. Roger that. So listen, David Wright. I need 19.65 cubic feet
of deer.
Of venison to stuff it in there. And then, I think between that and my other stuff, we should be good to go. BTW, already consuming the drop from the other day, David Wright. And don't you circus animals hit David up for venison. We got deals worked out, me and David. And I helped the less fortunate with that. And we
Trust Monkey wants to know if we want some bluefin tuna.
What kind of question is that? I can't cuss on here, but it would say blank. Yeah, that's what it would do.
Are there still any FLNs left available for purchase?
I'm pretty sure. But we trade these things, and David runs a really great organization. I'll let him talk about it if he wants to. I don't want to. He doesn't run it. Well, I guess he does. I don't know. Instrumental in helping some veterans. So that's part of how we give back. So BT dubs. That's what's up with that. And yeah, we will work something out for some bluefin tuner.
We like trading for meat.
Yeah, we like trading for meat.
The orange giveaway Night Stalker, was that in Nitro V? Those were all 80 CRV too, weren't they? Were you the one that won it, Kenneth? They were. They're 80 CRV too. Yeah,
that's what was in process. We just got the rest of those back from Nickel Boron.
Tim Jones says, good morning.
Good morning, Tim Jones. I do have news to report to you, sir. We're almost done with those combatants. So I'm going to pull one of yours out first. And then you get to be the first one to test it. Yes. Mom was able to partake of some of our exchanges with Mr. Right. Not Mr. Wrong.
You have do you have a Marauder handle over there?
It's
mostly purple, Wade.
I'm gonna tell you something, man. That light, is it on low? The one on top?
Why?
It is like I'm looking around seeing purple squares. That little bastard is bright. He said, "Bastard, I can't do it." It's good to see Mom and Dad yesterday. That was awesome.
Any updates from the January drop, especially the strikers?
Strikers are not started yet.
By the way, pull that blue striker off the wall.
Oh, that's the one for somebody, right?
Yeah, we sold that to somebody that watches the lives and asked for it.
Somebody special. You guys want to see what blue jean micarta looks like from my personal blade before I have to give it away? Is the focus crap working?
It's working.
Let me look at this light, you guys. Just hold still. Man, that thing is bright.
It doesn't seem any more bright than usual.
Am I sensitive?
Yeah, you're sensitive.
Oh, it's these new contacts, I bet, because my old ones had like UV blocking or whatever, and it's like crazy bright. I also just realized by waving my arms that I forgot to put deodorant on today, so you guys are lucky if we don't have smell-o-vision.
Gross.
Smell like a water buffalo. Let me know when you see those dudes fall down the back stairs, because you can see them from there, right?
He's going to run from that rabbit and fall down those stairs.
I wrote a note and put it on cardboard. I didn't know they were going to call, and I said, we have a pet rabbit. Don't let it out. The kids will die. Because that's my humor, right? And I was like, oh. But when I talked to him on the phone, I said, look, there's a rabbit on the back porch. He goes, is it a big rabbit? I'm like, no, man, it's a pet. Even if it was a big rabbit. I mean, you're a grown-ass man. I hope you watch this later, because I told you I was doing a YouTube broadcast.
Thanks for your order, Michael.
Yeah, thanks.
Caleb, Michael. Are you serious? You broke a piece of your tooth off? What? Eating rice? That's crazy.
Look here, I almost did that. Eating rice. Remember that?
Do you have a combatant to show off yet?
Not the new ones. No.
You got a bunch of stuff to talk about. There's been a bunch of stuff to go on.
What else? Oh yeah.
Are you allowed to talk about any of your new stuff that you've been drawing and stuff? Like with the
I tried to get the 3D resin. Okay, so we're doing a project. I don't know if I can disclose that
Okay.
because it's not for them. I know he watches and some of those agents watch our stuff. So if you guys want to pipe in and tell what who you're with, I have not said nothing about these knives we are making. But a customer first, and then loved the reverse Tontos that they got, and then
No, it's not with Jason Pike, Hunter.
no, it's a federal agency that does super secret stuff. Anyway, can't divulge because it's not my business too.
Lots of people are curious how many knives you sold yesterday.
I don't know. I didn't look. Look, we were at mom and dad's house yesterday, so you guys were taken back in a bus. Get back there. I love going down there.
Mr. Ed says, when can we order the new combatant? Didn't we already sell those?
Yeah, those sold out like January 1st, Ed.
Oh, I don't know what that is, Hunter. Is it the Tomahawk, maybe? Jason told Hunter that y'all had something exciting in the works.
No, not a Tomahawk. Not the Tomahawk, but we are actually talking with another.
Hey, William, that was your striker that we just pulled off.
It says 98 orders, but some of you guys ordered like 4 and 5 blades, which is wise because look, I mean, there's 150 of each of those blades.
Hey, Mr. Ed, could help you get one ordered. If you
yeah.
Wanna,
so anyway, Tim Jones, sorry.
If you want to send us a message.
Yeah. So I got to replace a blade for Tim Jones because I let something anyway. He can tell you if he wants it. But yeah, the combatants are almost the first 100 because what we're doing is when we get to the number 100, I'll stop and then we'll test and make sure sheaths fit, make sure grips fit, make sure we got our heat treat spot on, test the integrity of the metal, make sure nickel boron, everything's good to go, and then we'll crank out the rest. So that first 100 is done. We got 82 of them deburred. I wanted to get 100 deburred, but we haven't got those deburred yet. So then when they're done, then we push them down the line. So there will be more than I sold by a large number, which is what happened with the Night Stalkers and the Piranhas that we dropped yesterday for you guys. My numbers were off. I didn't put a 0. I only sold 25
Lady Picture
Piranhas
Show
instead of 250. So
how does the engraving work? Pictures are just words. What can be done? Anything.
Just about anything.
If you can get a
we've had pictures done too.
Yeah, if it's a picture, we can turn it into a file. Hey, Gene Cisco's on.
Welcome, Mean Gene.
Okay, so
Gene's
April.
Hilarious. He's not.
April, Warthog, Taylor's Ridge, Guardian, FMF, Mercenary, TS-87, Sapper, and hopefully some of the Ops blades.
Right, hopefully.
Hopefully the Agent.
The Agent 001 has been kicked down the road. I need to get that off the bench and show everybody the final on it. It freaking rocks.
It's so great.
It looks good. I'll go grab it right now. And then also, if they're far enough along in the process, additional raiders, additional strikers, additional combatants, additional of everything that we dropped in January also. Because here's the thing. I have literally spent 5 times more dollars than we brought in on the January drop. So that's why I'm not wearing deodorant because I can't afford to. No, I'm trying to get out from under pre-sale.
Ben Simon says, selling several of my knives because I don't want anything other than a few more T.Kell knives.
Man, that's such an honor. And you know what? It blows my mind how often we hear that. So thank you. I mean,
Rob wants to see the new screwdriver belt clip.
Why don't you look at the measured texture? Answer your stupid emails. There's videos, pictures, in detail.
Maybe he wants to see it live.
He also will text me rather than, like, you already have your phone in your hand. You circus animal.
Update on January Night Stalkers. Man, we've shipped a bunch of those. Probably half of them. We shipped most of the AEBL.
And the only thing we stopped on is because we only had 100 of the new sheaths done with the copper or brass rivets to test out that theory to make sure all the lockup was going to be good, you know, like this. And then when they're good, any tweaks we had to make, now we're almost done making the black on black because we had to custom order those micro rivets. So
we shipped some of the January orders.
somebody
Ricky,
cried
not all of
about
them.
the brass rivets. Like, man, that's a stellar sheath. Dry your tears up, use the sheath, and we'll get you a black one later if you need it to match.
Hunter said he likes the screws and the screwdriver, and then I see that Miss Told asked him if he got the D10 in, and you were laughing about that. You said he's gonna have a hard time getting that.
Yeah, so actually Rob got another one of those blemished screwdrivers, and I tried to chase the threads, and I snapped a tap trying to chase them because nickel boron's hard. So one, the 632 tap is real tiny, and two, I mean,
Chris Cantu, it shouldn't be too much longer. Those are actually the two that we're shipping first.
Yeah,
the Stalkers and Piranhas.
Yeah. The only hold on those right now is we're trying to get the Piranha sheaths redone.
He got it. Said it took him an hour of being careful.
Awesome.
You had to work. You had to work for your blemish.
So
he worked and made it not a not blemish.
Yeah, I mean that's cool. Rob's, you can't do that because I think it has a broken off piece of a tap in his. So we got 500 blades from nickel boron yesterday. Actually, they hit the porch while we were at mom and dad's. But the screwdrivers weren't in that list.
Agent Warncliffe from Gene Cisco.
We got the steel. Look, I'm not pre-selling those because I'm not. Let me grab that vinyl. It is.
Can we change somebody's striker order to ABL? Or are we oversold on those?
We're oversold.
When we start shipping those, check back with us and maybe we can. Like, because sometimes there'll be cancellation.
It's also in that group of stuff where I made more than. Is that sticking out?
No.
Okay. That's it. There you go. Cool story. That's it. Agent 01. You guys, did you like it? It was awesome. It's my fave. So what else you want to talk about?
Why didn't you show it?
Because I'm rude. All right. So there it is. OMG.
Y'all would believe how comfortable it is.
So,
I don't know if you remember, but he talked about the bumps and was worried about it not being quite as comfortable. But it's
now with the grenade. So look at these 3 jumps that we added there, and then 3 jumps there. So DeMarco had a really good point when he was drawing the last sample. You in a reverse draw, that gives you a little bit of extra grip to pull, and then you've got extra grip on the back. So I rounded the glass breaker, wink, wink, wink. I rounded it off a little so it wouldn't bite you, and then we put these in, and I'm doing a 10,000th break to keep that from being sharp. But I mean, freaking look at it. Is Raymond on right now?
Yep.
Okay, I gotta get something. Raymond listened to my plight. I ripped the finger off of this so that I could get this on here. So now we have a new pointer. It is my favorite thing in the whole world. So
what we did play with that forever.
What we've done is I added a jump here. Wait, I added a jump here, right there. See, I'm such an idiot. And then all of these, I'm holding this up on the screen as long as I possibly can because I freaking love it. Watch this, watch. So look on the back. It's got a gap in there for like real fingers. This is the best. Are you ready? The best.
What is the name of this blade that you just showed? It looks stunning from 8037.
Who cares? We're playing with this pointer right now. This is the Agent 001. So Agent, because it's very slim line and nasty. This is a double edge. I really like the resin, how it's clear on the edges when you sharpen it down. So,
people are thinking that the blade is going to be black. This is a resin.
This is resin,
model.
you guys. So a resin printer is about 4 times more expensive than a 3D printer traditionally. but it prints hard plastic. So you actually, and it will print detail of 30 micron. You can't tell, but those screws look like real screws. Insane. Insane. And on the new clips, so those of you guys that got the TS87 clips, so that micro T.Kell that's written in there and those little bitty H's and T's all in there, that is resin print. That's how detailed that thing can get. So I wanted to buy it and have it in the shop.
Did we get the Warney printed also?
Not with the changes, but we didn't really need to because the only changes
The
are
handle is
going to
gonna
be the
the thing.
handle and these gems. That's the only difference. I didn't hear anybody fall down the stairs.
Oh, good.
So that's
Casey Curtis, which Night Stalkers did you ship on the first? Most of the AEBLs.
yeah,
We're working
all but like
through-
12 of the AEBLs. We have all the 80 CRVs. As a matter of fact, the remainder of them are sitting in the back of the truck so that I can take. I have a camper shell, not in the weather, so I can take them to the shop, which is 88.3 yards that way.
Christopher Petrie asked like a minute ago, what would you say is the biggest issue with the growth of the company?
I'm getting quality help. Straight up. That's it. You know, we're incredibly passionate about customer service and the family that we've created here, the T.Kellians. So we started this business, you know, literally out there cutting, hammering, beating, hot as H. Some of you guys have seen some of those older videos, and then we have this auto uploader that's like uploading videos as it goes. So it's like uploading some old stuff.
Out to Rumble.
Yeah, to Rumble. And I'm a big dude. So you guys understand. I mean, I was out there sweating in that freaking blacksmith shop, beating them out. And then, so when you start from this and then you grow, you care deeply. And then as it started to grow, CW came on, was like, you need help. So she championed it, and then we really freaking grew. So that's it. People that give a damn enough to look at. I mean,
Tim's sweatshop.
you know, exactly. That's why I smell like.
Bill says he loves us. It shows. Derek Adams, 10,000%. Wait, is that 10,000 or 100,000? 10,000.
You need this pointer to count the zeros with? You need this pointer.
The best customer service from T.Kell.
So now we have 2 pointers because I said I needed 2. This is the not obnoxious one, and this is the newest, which is great. Underneath here is this, but I actually broke this finger off so I could stick it. It's the best, man. It's the best. It's a little
I'm surprised
derogatory.
you didn't do your Jack Black just then.
It's the best.
Yeah.
From Nacho Libre.
Yeah.
Funny story about Jack Black. I hated that dude. Hated him, right? Well, not like on a personal level. I just didn't like his style. And then
And I'm always like, he's hilarious and I love all his movies.
and wife and daughter are like, you guys are so freaking similar in how you act and what you do. And I'm like, I have always hated people like me. So that's probably what it is, because I am foolish like that. But now I like him.
Rick Rhodes says, good morning from the Bull Ring. Debbie and I will see y'all at Blade, Atlanta. Cheers from Texas. Did we meet y'all last year? I know we met a couple at Blade Show. I don't remember. Did we meet y'all last year, or is this the first time meeting you?
So you guys, they changed Blade's layout. Dyslexia is a bitch.
Josh L says, I want to wake up every morning and decide which knife I want to carry for the day. LOL, a display case would be epic.
Look, man, magnets from Amazon. Can you see?
Yeah,
them?
you can just put them on the magnet and number them, and then just say, hey, Siri, pick a number between 1 and whatever. And whatever number it picks, you just carry that one.
Yes. Hey, C-Dub. She's the smart one around here. So while we're already on the subject, Raymond also sent me more of these boxes because he realizes that I freaking love them. Right now, what is inside of the box is 18 million of these little guys right here. Bunches and bunches and bunches of birds. Love it. My little 8-year-old daughter wanted the pointer, so I had to give her the PG pointer. I had to give, and she also wanted this box. I don't know. And let's talk about this. I have a suspicion Zach did this, but I don't know. Ought to know. We had another mystery knife show up in the mail from someone. It kind of looks like a nose.
I thought it kind of looked like that little neck knife.
A little bit like that neck knife. So thank you. It's a really freaking cool blade. Super simple, man. I don't know what they sell these for, but they're probably making a killing off of these.
Is that like a
Yeah, it's another maker.
Is it a neck knife?
It's a neck knife if your neck is the size of a cat's.
Then it becomes a noose.
Yeah, but it's a neat little thing. So thank you. I'm gonna hang it on my little collection wall. One that I don't know exactly how to pronounce that. Sabionic, SZA Bionic, Zab-O Inc. I don't know. It's all one word. I named mine pretty simple T.Kell Knives because my name is Tim Kell. So I'll figure out how to pronounce this. And then if you guys see this new end table, it's supposed to resemble like a sea shipping container. Yes, I thought it was awesome. Any gifts that you guys send that either come with a sticker or you send stickers, they're going to start going on there. So like we've got the Vandal hot sauces stickers on here. Look, man, my freaking older daughter has eaten all of that hot sauce. She loves it. Loves the Vandal hot sauces.
Is Fish Ranch on?
I don't know. Tell me if you are, because I was in the middle of talking about Fish Ranch
Yeah,
stuff.
we were talking about it when the live
and then
cut off
it
last
cut.
time.
So thanks, Walt. You welcome.
Sabo
back.
is Hungarian. It's pronounced Sabo.
Okay, cool. So did you send it? Are you the sender? Anyway, I'm gonna check it out and play with it more. Thank you.
Good morning, Vicky, artist.
Whomever sent it, let's put him right there.
Do you think you're gonna re-release the Huntsman?
I didn't think so. I don't think.
Did you bring those bags because you want to do a giveaway of those?
I want to talk about how awesome they are, and I guess we can see if we can order them again through Patreon. I do have extras. We could do a giveaway of one of them, but I haven't tested them thoroughly, and I thought some people ordered them anyway. Let me know if Fish Ranch is on. Let me know if Bradshaw's on. Junior, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen him yet. Are you on Craig Bradshaw?
Because we have two Bradshaws.
Stephen Clayton says he wants a Huntsman. You'll probably find one out there if you look, because he always finds hard to find blades.
Yeah, I'm chewing.
We don't have any more Huntsmans. We kept the last one because so many people have asked over a period of time.
I guess what somebody had an idea. Maybe the guy that just begged for one. Take a poll, and if there's enough for it to make financial sense from our end to stop everything and do a run of those, we'll do it. So I guess we could do that. Like a GoFundMe for Huntsmans. Send the money in, and if we don't make them, we'll just refund everybody. I don't know.
I thought you had other knife designs to show off today.
You want me to talk about them? I don't know if we can. I stopped short of speaking on them because of that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. What about those piranhas?
Didn't we talk about those before?
Will the combatants come with black screws? Yeah, I was curious about that. Are all the new knives going to have black screws?
Well, we got the black screws in. They're here, 3,500 sets of them. So you guys do that. $5.50 times 3,500. Whoa, that's a big bill. That's how much they cost me to get made because they're stupid complex and I'm retarded. So I guess we can change orders that all ability to select those was supposed to come with a new website, which is very nearly launched. I know I say that every week. You want me to show these little piranhas? Is that what you want me to do, lady?
I just thought we had other designs to show. Maybe I'm wrong.
Well, there's those other two.
Can you sharpen the backside of Adrian Casaus's piranha?
I've done that before. If you're okay with having a brittle tip that you can't really use for much, I don't mind, I guess. Some of you guys saw this. I did like a middle of the day, like last week or so.
And didn't you say you thought that bottom one looked like Woody Woodpecker?
I did. Or the crane cams symbol. So those are all piranha sized. So a little mini Warncliffe, the little mini Tonto that I drew forever ago. I just added the other two because
People love the bags.
So yeah, the bags are crazy, shocking in quality,
Brian
aren't they?
D, yeah, you can send it in. We can sharpen it for you.
Well, there's a couple other designs that I don't know. I mean,
Toronto from Casey Shelton.
nice. It says on this page where I sketched out this dagger, whom it's for.
Can you cover it? I don't think it would be a problem showing
It doesn't look
the
like that
design.
anymore.
You can just cover their name.
It doesn't look like that anymore.
Oh, you don't have that newest
No,
version?
I made changes to the ring. Well, look, we could just talk about it and tease it. I tried to convince my engineer to bring it over this morning, but he had other stuff to do, you know, like church. So forever I've been asked to make a ambidextrous ringed dagger. And I've tried and I've tried and I've tried and I've tried. Well, I cracked the code for this particular contract blade, and it is effing incredible. It's incredible.
Yeah, you were talking about the painstaking process to get that ring, because at first it looked like a huge
bottle opener. Do I have the bottle opener one here? No.
But what you tell me you did? You said you did something.
I don't see. Here's
put
the
it
thing.
up in the.
I try not to give other makers the roadmap to how to make their stuff comfortable, but I figured it out. Every other ringed knife that I've seen that's out there, they just take the ring and they stick it on the back and they don't think about angles and laying the thing over to match how your hand grips it and all that. Well, I figured it out. I freaking figured it out. And now I'm very excited about these. So there's two shapes that we did, and we're letting them decide which one they want. One is based loosely on this one. I wish I had the models. I guess I've got a picture of the resin models, right?
Mm-hmm.
So here's the problem.
Will you ever make a Warncliffe with a chisel grind?
I guess. I just don't really understand a chisel grind from a user standpoint because it's difficult to sharpen, right? If you go from nothing all the way to zero on one side, not a lot of people have the capability to sharpen those. And if you get a belly in that thing, you've pretty much ruined the blade. I can sharpen them.
Mr. Ed said, hold tight to your proprietary design processes. Yeah, don't tell him the secret of how you're making it comfortable.
Yeah, it's... Let me see, can I rip just those out of there? I can. Awesome. Save that one.
I don't even know what blades we're going to give away today. I know we could probably do another couple blemished FLNs.
Okay, let me see if this worked. It did.
John Fowler, yes, we do offer resharpening. Well, for ours, he doesn't do them for other blades.
Wow, this looks like crap. You can't even tell. This picture looks like poop when you zoom in. Poop!
So April orders open for the Guardian.
Right. I guess we can just show the whole picture.
Hey, Chris is on, the one that's getting the Last Huntsman.
Oh, that guy. All right.
Are you not wanting to show it because it doesn't look good or something?
No, it looks awesome.
You're just
I'm just trepidatious because it's really early in the process. And then everybody's going, when can I get one? I'm like, never can you get one. Ah, F it. There it goes.
it's got a glare on it.
Oh, good. God did that. Is it still have a glare?
No.
They're incredible.
And they're gonna have an ambidextrous sheath.
Ambidextrous sheath, ambidextrous handle. That ring is actually freaking comfortable. So the Spartan-esque looking blade is a basically geometrically 2 Tontos back to back. They need to be able to put this thing through car doors and skulls. You know what I'm saying? So, and one side dictated serrate on both of those.
What size are they?
The Spartan one is right at 3 inches blade length, and the one that's based on the Malvado is like 3 1/4.
Lower it.
Lower. So, and the ring grip is about the same length as a Night Stalker grip, so full grip.
Can you give an update for all the blades that were ordered in April? Because a lot of people are asking, like Night Guard, Raider.
That was January.
I'm sorry, January.
Specifically, we have built the Night Stalkers, the Piranhas. Well, we're finished making them. We haven't built them yet. Night Stalkers, Piranhas are done. Hawks, CGs are done and in various stages of either heat treatment or nickel boron. We're doing the very last run of the freaking Tirani TCQs to get those out of my life forever. We're also concurrently doing the 80 CRV in the Hawks and CGs. And then when those are done, maybe next week or the week after, we're going to get into Night Guards. And I believe that's the last of the ring stuff. So we're going to start the Night Guards in a couple of weeks. And then once all the stuff that's on the rings is done, then we roll into Strikers and Raiders. Because those are the same handle platforms and they go on the same fixture. So rather than bounce around like we did, we're rolling into Strikers and Raiders. So we haven't started them yet, but we do have the steel. They will still be within the 3 to 6 months. They'll just be the last ones. And the combatants, they're almost done with the EBL, and then we'll be starting the 80 CRV. You guys, like, my brain is so full of stuff.
Gus asked if we were still shipping FLNs. Yes. Yes, we are.
And the FLNs are in process. So I'm taking a huge bath. Like, I'm taking a bath on the FLNs because for me to have the heat treatment stuff fired up, it's incredibly expensive. It doesn't make a lot of sense, less than 100 blades. But as the FLNs are finishing, we're knocking them out. Even if it's one at an effing time, we're knocking them out so we can get them out the door.
Bob Smith said the hand guard on those designs is interesting. Is that common for a blade that size? Those daggers.
I guess it's more of a finger guard to keep you from going up on the blade with the ring. Interesting is always such a loaded word. That's usually a nice way of saying they hate it, typically.
Or they could just think it's something they haven't seen.
I don't know if it's typical. I don't really design my stuff around other people's things, so I don't know if it's standard for a blade like that. To my knowledge, these are uniquely mine. But what went into the design of that is you can have a forward press on the back side of that if you want to have your thumb on it, or it will keep you from going up on the blade in reverse, in a reverse grip. So it sticks out.
Hey, Josh L gave you another $100 towards the FLN bath.
Thanks, Josh. You're too kind.
Yes, thank you so much.
Thanks, man. It is. I mean, I look like old school. And then my collaborator is like, I freaking love the blade. That's why we're pushing through getting it done. As a matter of fact, I'm making an additional 150 of those in case people keep wanting to buy them. And they're still selling. So that's great. Oh, FLN. Great freaking blade. A lot of design into it. Still more coming on it. So, yes, we're shipping them every day.
So, what bag can we give away? I'd like to do a giveaway. And also, Raymond Johnson said, when are the bags shipping? We shipped a bunch. Did we ship them all already?
I thought.
We must owe him a bag.
Well, okay, so here's what happened. What happened was we ordered the bags just for Patreon and gave you guys that code so that we could discount the price and have them for cost for you guys. And then outsiders, usurpers, bought them. Like, so we oversold more than you guys had ordered. So I had to order more. And then they just came in Friday. I literally took them and put them in the back of my truck this morning to take down to the shop.
I don't know if we got the money that was given to us on that last. Well, I'll have to check.
Yeah, I don't know.
I assume they took it back, but they maybe they gave.
We have to look. That's convoluted process too. So you say you want to give a bag away, lady?
Yeah. Which one can you give away over there?
Well, I've got duplicates of some.
You have another messenger bag, like a green one?
Yeah, I've got extra messenger green and black. But we've got
have one
these.
To show?
My personal one.
And also,
I was gonna give away one of these backpacks.
Oh, okay. And also, I don't remember who it was, but they asked if you could show how the FLN is like a push dagger.
It works ish with the ring one, but if you buy the one without the ring and then get the G10 on it, you'll have a little easier time. So you just grab it.
It's crazy how comfortable it is.
That distance there it's honestly what the TCQ should have been, but my collaborator didn't like my input on that. So
Hunter, does your friend want that bag?
Yeah, because that's one of them that we have here.
He did order it just in case.
A coyote and an OD green. So that's how you do it as a push dagger. So if you look, the way it's shaped, it pushes into right there.
Lower it just a little, honey.
So it pushes into your hand there, and you get a full wrap. It tucks into this little spot. I hear these orders are probably from you guys that had that exclusive Patreon drop. Listen, there's like an hour and 6 minutes left on that.
There was somebody that asked, do they really have to have a Patreon code to order a Night Stalker a minute ago?
No. Here's how that works. They get first access to all the blades that drop because they will sell out. We are dropping Night Stalkers on April the 1st, but they're on Patreon now, well, for the next hour and 5 minutes. And
if you join Patreon for $3, you'll get 10% off the Night Stalker, so it would...
That's the thing. Like, people get hung up on that and don't really understand what that is. We released 1,400 blades to the public on January the 1st, all of which sold out. Those were not sold exclusively through Patreon. They did have first access to those because they're part of the community. We design knives together. We do giveaways over there, knives and all that stuff. So as a reward for them, we let them have first access. So that's not the only way to buy the blades. Today, yes. For the next hour and 4 minutes, yes. Unless you want to wait 27 days until April the 1st and be ready at noon Eastern to go click and buy what's left, because the Night Stalkers will sell that day within an hour, I bet. I don't push to Patreon for that reason. That's our community. That's our family over there. We have a good time. And this is a perk that we added much later because people were like, man, actually a patron suggested that. So anyway.
I'm doing this giveaway on this backpack that you said. So you can show it to him. I've already got the hashtag up here.
Okay. So
hashtag bag, hashtag BAG.
So I guess we don't know which one.
Jesus805, thank you for always helping us out. Let me go back to this. Always helping out and for the great deal on the Raider box. You're very welcome.
So look, here's the Rapid Dominance bags. I'm just going to read some of it. 1000 denier Cordura, compression pockets. Anyway, so this is their Tactical 12. How many liters is it? They say it's a 12-hour bag, so it's like a day pack, right? So it's got the compression straps, and it's got these little quick access panels here. These bags are so damn good. Well, I was gonna say I don't know how
Is that the one that you were gonna give to Hunter's friend?
No, this is the small one.
Oh, okay.
So they open fully, and then you've got a hanger in here for water, and then I love this. These little Velcro push throughs for your water if you don't want to use it, and then double stitching tie downs if you want to put a PDW in there. Zippered mesh pocket. There's just a lot of storage spots in all of these things. Everything opens up wide to get to. Look at this. And then in the back, and it's got waist strap, sternum strap, tons of padding in the back. And then it's got this padded compartment that you can use.
And the thing is you just really like this. It sounds like you're like...
I'm not selling it. We're not selling
It
these.
sounds like you're sponsored or something.
No, when I find good gear, I tell people about it. I don't make shit off of them at all. Actually, we're not even selling them.
Said that he can fit his MacBook into the messenger bag.
Yeah, I have the Mac. I see that's what we're broadcasting with, the Pro 16. Isn't that what we're using? Something. Anyway, it will go in the messenger bag. And a padded case, you can run your water bladder through here. But this, I think, is really smart. So that's a hanger for your bladder, but it's got a push through. So if you want to put it on the inside of the bag in its pocket, also.
Any work done on the folder?
I'm not even telling you. I'm not telling you anything about the folder.
There is some progress on that, actually.
There is some progress on the folder, but I'm not talking about it.
We don't want to talk about it and jinx it.
Right.
It's like we've been trying to do that thing forever.
I'm just saying. We'll have more information on that within probably before the next live.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the 12. And then we have 2 colors, I guess, available for the giveaway. I don't know which one
I love the coyote.
Me too. So that's the 12. And then they go up to the 24, which is much bigger. Lots more MOLLE pockets, expandable. So all the same features, but bigger. Bigger. Lots bigger. And then a little eyeglasses pocket.
Cheryl, is Joey on today?
Yeah, nobody.
Usually he says hi.
What's going on? Cheryl probably told him he couldn't come on because of my filthy mouth. That's the 24.
Josh L is interested in the bag. He says it's not on the site.
No, it's not.
It's made by Rapid Dominance.
The same company that makes the tack bags. If you guys want us to do the same thing on Patreon again, where I buy them at cost and then just charge you for the shipping materials, I think I raised them $5 to cover shipping materials. You know, like the plastic bags and the stickers and all the crap we have to do, and to pay my daughter to ship them to you. We're not making money on them. If you guys want to do that too.
Oh, I missed it. He said hi before the video started.
Sorry, Joey. Good morning, Joey. Hello, sir. Hi. Look at this.
Leon L, are you international? Because UPS will call you sometimes for international.
So I got a message about someone international.
Is it Leon?
I need to listen to it again because wait, it's Germany?
No, it's a combatant. That can't be it because we haven't even started shipping those yet.
Oh, okay, no, yeah, we haven't shipped. Look at how freaking huge the 96 is. This thing, I think I read it.
That is huge. You can fit like
it's
a little
40 liters, and it's got all these additional pockets.
You can fit a tiny human in there.
Yeah, I do actually. My trunk human, my little attack human. Look, I think I could get in here, and I'm by no means tiny.
You are crazy.
This thing is like a cavern. This one's more expensive. I think it's $80, but they got a lifetime warranty. Explain that. The construction straps, compression.
Pete Sake says he needs an FMF. Hey, I'll give a Blim FMF away today. I think we've
got
got like 3 left.
Anyway, I guess everyone's bored with the bag talks.
People hate this bag talk.
Okay, good.
Just kidding.
Bag talk's done. There's one other one I was going to show you.
A mini Tim, a tiny
T
Tim.
squared. That's who he is. So anyway, I was going to show you another one. The one that I personally like the most, but whatever. Piss off.
I wasn't serious. They're loving the bags. Actually, let's do the drawing on that.
But if you guys want to go to Rapid Dominance website and look under packs, we can do another Patreon purchase of those.
Anybody else entering? We got 141 entries.
Look, that's the 96 in the freaking Coyote. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. This thing is a monster, though. You don't want to get the 96. Look at the padding on the back of this thing. I'm sorry, I said I was going to stop, but I didn't.
We don't have any other Blim TS87s, do we? Miss Told is asking.
Well, there's 320 they're supposed to be coming from Nickel Bore, and I thought they were coming yesterday, but they must be coming Monday. Look at the padding on the 96-hour one. This is like a straight up humping.
Thanks, Derek Adams. He said we just love being here with you guys.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah, we were a little sad last week.
Oh yeah, it was kind of sucky.
Yeah, that really.
I didn't even shoot well. I went to blow off some steam on the range. I shot like ass because of it.
We were so sad about
in the back of the 96-hour one, I took it out of the green one to just mess with it.
Dennis Hurley says he loves his FLN.
Thanks, Dennis. Look, there's a rigid panel and a metal bar that goes all the way down the center to make this.
All right, y'all hurry up and enter. I'm about to.
So I guess which one do we want to give away?
I thought you were giving away that small one at the beginning.
There's 2 small ones, 2 big ones, 1 middle one.
Well, maybe we can let them pick out of a couple. Which one?
Yeah, because you don't really need the 96. I mean, 96 for 96 hours. It's fucking huge. A 40-liter pack. That's a big boy. But I mean, if you want it.
Larry Babcock.
Larry! You guys ever watch that show?
Larry!
What was it?
Impractical
Jokers.
Larry!
Larry! Oh man, sorry guys. Screaming. Ah, it hooked on my winky. I didn't mean to say that.
Look, nothing hooks on your winky.
The bag. I'm just saying. See, Dub, get him. Do we want to see the other bag?
Larry.
Do you want to see the other bag?
You can send us an email and we'll get that shipped to you.
I'm showing the other bag. I don't care. it's like Tim's bag talk. This is the T-Rex. It's in the middle of all of them, but it's got more pockets than some, less than others. It's a 20-liter.
Larry says, can I get the ODG 24?
Yeah, dog.
All right, pull it out so I don't forget.
Anyway, that's the T-Rex, the 301. That one is my jam because it's not huge. It's actually that one that I just showed is a little bigger. But look. It's called the Assault Pack. Lifetime warranty. But what they did different on that T-Rex one is they put the pockets on, and on this 24 that Larry just got, I'm going to have to do that forever. You can put your own bags. And I like getting those. Anyway, I'm super impressed with the Rapid Dominance bags. And look, I wasn't going to order their backpacks because I thought these are just a regular backpack. And they're not. They're very high quality. And it's another one of those Patreon things where I'm not doing it to make any money. I'm just offering it to you guys because you're supporting and helping us build blades.
Yeah, because we still have to pack it up and ship it. So
yeah, but I mean, I'm not going to mark it up to make money off of it. If you guys are interested and the world is interested enough, we'll have them embroidered because that's how I found them. That's where we get our hats. And these are 100% cotton hats, and I can get them in huge quantity for a good price. And then we embroider them from a local guy with the T.Kell stuff. And then we also don't make money on those. But we could have the T.Kell.
So I have notes on Tim's story time. And you can decide what you want to talk about.
All right. What's up?
Sometimes when you tell me something funny, I just write it in my notes because I'm like, oh, that's hilarious. He should talk about it on the live.
My life has been a crazy life.
House rolling.
Oh, man.
And bear chasing. And those 2 are the main. And then also wrote down why my grips are small. Because one day you were talking about it. I was like, man, the way you described that is so good. It's not funny, but.
Yeah, that's just a general question. If anybody wants to know why the grips are shaped the way they are, I don't fight with my feet holding things. That's
it. And then you also said it's such a good analogy. You were talking about how bullets.
Oh, okay. So there's some debate about damage to meat, and that you need a thin, slicey blade, and that is counter to my beliefs and experiences. So if you think along that line of thinking, then the 22 bullet is smaller and will penetrate deeper because it's tiny. But have you ever seen what happens when you hit somebody with a 45? It freaking knocks them down. Shotgun like a slug. bam. Arguably, the 223 is a 22 with a lot more powder behind it, but still, you get more impact damage and difficult to close wounds from something thicker and wider. This is in response to the Guardians and the FLNs and the Nightshades, because that steeper angle does not leave a really thin cut. It cuts as well, but it bruises and tears more pork when you're processing game. It leaves a really wide wound track. And for me, I can get a strong blade that I can really pierce and punch in, and it creates a deeper wound track. It's going to bleed more. When we're talking about animals, pigs, you know what I'm saying? That's it. That's the thickness thing behind the blades. Any input? A thin slicey blade is just going to break. I mean, and I don't like stuff that's going to break. I do combat level stuff, but the sharp as H and the
we may
ergonomics.
offer some thin stuff for the people that want the thin stuff.
Yeah, we're actually going to do some thin. Like that dagger is going to be effing thin. That thing's thin, and I fought with them about that, and they say, "Look, this is not an EDC blade."
I also wrote down in my notes, show Umberto's drawing, because there was something you said he sent you that you really liked.
That kitchen knife. Is he on?
He was. Are you still on?
That kitchen knife. Wow.
Yeah, it's too bad you can't make all this stuff that you.
I would love to. I'd love to. I don't know what I did with the thing. He just emailed it. And Umberto, you and I both know you email a lot, so I've probably lost it.
Are you still on, Umberto?
Someone probably just joined Patreon and said, "How do you order?" So if anybody wants to jump over there and answer that dude's question for us, tell him to read the whole post. And it tells you, go to the website, whatever's. Wait. Oh, you got an hour.
What?
It stops at noon Eastern. Actually, no, it only stops when I turn it off. I haven't turned it off. So there you go. So it'll be there, I guess, to the end of the day. Whatever. At least 24 hours.
Yeah, so anybody that wanted to be able to order something, you can join. You're not going to lose any money, and we don't care if you cancel your membership.
It happens. You know,
if you pay $3 to join and
you buy a blade at 10%
10%
discount, you're actually making money
it
that way. You know what I'm saying? Because 10% off of $200 is, let's all say it together, $20. 20 minus 3 is 17. You win, I lose. Thanks for being in the community. Not so much thanks for being a douche. That's just the way it works. Yeah, I mean, at that rate, you know, you could be a member for 6.5 months, and it's basically paid for from your discount off of one blade, right? Plus the t-shirt and the challenge coin you get for free. So that's another $20 worth of stuff. So it's a year. Off the rip, one blade and free stuff. We're obviously not making money on Patreon. It's not a racket to try to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, people think we're like.
That's the stupidest thing. Like one dude got like all like super butthurt, like man, like all over YouTube, and you have to be a member to buy their blades. No, you don't. The membership is our community. It's where we talk about stuff, we build things, we discuss things, we name things, we make fun of each other. It's just what dudes do. That's what.
Brian D says, how can I get a 24L bag?
So here's what we're gonna do tomorrow.
Berto said he was gonna send you that picture again, so maybe he emailed you.
Yeah, did you? That'd be a lot faster. The story behind that, I'm not going to tell Umberto's business, but it's a great story.
He doesn't mind. He says he's hungover over here sometimes.
Is that cultural? Does everybody there, or just you and your one guy that draws awesome knives when you're drinking?
Yeah, that would be such a.
Are you going to send them to the customer service one, Umberto, or the regular one? I don't know.
Sorry, we're both being quiet because I'm looking to see if it came
Did
through.
everybody hear the, like, in their head, the Jeopardy music? Anyway, when it comes through, she will text it across the room to me. I'll look at it. And anyway, so it's a kitchen knife that honestly looks like it belongs on the freaking battlefield. So the guy had drawn the kitchen knife, a few more shots of limoncello.
Phil, that's really nice of you. He said he's.
Can I say that?
Oh, sorry.
I just was being stupid. Phil, go ahead. I was being dumb.
He just said you don't have to use your discount code every time if you like T.Kell products. I haven't used it on a few purchases. Give a little back.
Well, thanks, dude. You don't have to do that, though. I mean, you know.
Robert S says I love being a Patreon member. We love having you guys.
It's been the most fun thing that we never expected would be a fun thing. We had a guy early on suggest we start Patreon. I had never heard of it, and then we did it, and it's been awesome. I personally enjoy it. And let's be honest, most of the people on this live broadcast are patrons, for the most part. You don't have to be, but you is. So thanks for that. It's 11 o'clock.
What happens at 11?
It's been Turkish coffee time.
Oh, are
at
you
11.
making coffee today?
I got to. I'm gonna die if I don't. Let's talk about the gifts.
07 is here and drinking coffee.
Oh, that's cool. Oh man, it's cool, guys. This is cool.
It is such a cool knife. It really is.
You didn't look at it until today, did you?
No, I've seen it, but it's crazy because it does look like a kitchen knife, but then it has.
But
that,
then,
like,
so
nice
they added
stalker.
the stalker grip to it. Your angle's a little off on the ring, but I can fix it. Oh yeah, Steven, I do need to talk about that. The investor Patreon.
You're gonna cry, Jason Whitson.
Look at this. Oh my!
Wait, it's too. It's not. First of all, you don't have the whole knife showing.
I did. What happened?
You don't have it all showing.
I did. What happened?
Oh.
Operator error, very obviously. Oh, because I hit edit because I have giant fingers. Download the picture. These iPhones, man. These guys. Steve Jobs and his ness. Is that it? Let me do it.
It's too bright. Tom C, for being awesome. When are you going to release the Agent Warncliffe? $10. Thank you.
Can you see it now?
It's just, no, you moved it again.
I didn't move it. It's moving it. How do you lock this garbage? All right, I'll just do it that way. F it. How about that?
It's still so bright. It's so hard to see.
Down, up.
Wait, you can see it very slightly. Move it up just a little bit. You can see it now. It's just like pencil lined.
Oh, you know what? Piss on this. I'm printing it. The printer's right here beside me. Let's just quit being dumb and print the thing. But you were having issues with the printer.
Camera wife for the win. Yeah.
Always, right? You guys know what's up.
Adam, it's a knife that one of our patrons, and he's on right now, Umberto, drew with his friend. And Tim really likes it a lot.
Oh, so it's like stalker striker meets kitchen knife with a ring grip. Can you imagine if somebody came in your house while you're, and I'm chefy too. We both are. Me and C-Dub both really like to cook. You imagine that intruder come in?
Stephen Clayton says, please make Umberto's kitchen knife and kukri.
And Stephen also told me to talk about the investor Patreon. And I told you about this, Clayton. I don't know if I can engage on a higher level.
Sue B, aka Farm Girl, says, whoa, I think I want that for my kitchen to cut meat.
I want to cut faces and everything with this. Oops, it's doing it in full color. Oh well, we'll just be out of ink.
Why is it doing it? But it wasn't even in color.
Because I'm stupid. It was in color.
Joel Parrish wanted to say thank you guys. I received the Night Stalker last week that I won on Christmas Day. I love it. Thanks again. Patiently waiting for the 2 I ordered. Oh, and they're the ones that sent us the Indian tacos.
I'm not lying to you, Joel.
Those were
and
so
wife.
Good.
Those were freaking awesome.
Everybody loved them.
They were awesome, man. They were. I mean, I took some liberties because we didn't have all the toppings that it suggested. All right. This is why I say that I know I'm not the only person that has a good eye and can draw knives. Look at that thing. It's awesome.
It's so cool looking.
I need the specs on it.
Dip for your thumb?
That little dip is for badass.
Oh.
That because the thumb would be here. But it would be good for rock chop. You know, I mean,
Yeah, I could totally see using that in the kitchen.
I could totally see like smithing the impending hordes with that thing. Man, that thing is awesome. I would love to make that. But here's the problem. I got 13,000 other blades on the schedule this year that I got to make. Sad face. I drew like 6 knives in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, Tim was telling me yesterday or the day before that if he could just draw knives all the time and make every single knife he wanted to make, he would be really happy.
I'm so happy. Super happy.
He's like, drawing all my new knives is
I like making a new knife because I imagine its use point and I literally design it around balance and function and feel, and it's the best. I would be great at one of those, like making one-offs like we started and not have moved into semi-custom, semi-production, whatever it is that we do here.
Matthew McCann. Patreon is like this, but man, their app and their platform is
the new app was a lot better than the old one, but the new one is still frustrating in a lot of ways. If you're watching, creator, it's so hard to use. Like, you don't get notifications.
Yeah, don't you think it should be set up more community-like, where everybody's talking to each other and it's like more interactive? It's not really like that. You just are commenting on threads.
Right.
You can't chat with each other.
It started life as a place for creators to sell their stuff without getting ripped off. So
make a Discord from Kenneth Ray.
What is that?
Is that like where you can all hang out and chat? We've never looked into that.
It's the whole thing with what Steven's talking about with the investor level of Patreon. That would allow us, and his idea is that we have this higher tier of people that want to pay a lot of money a month to be investor level, and that will help us to launch new projects without pulling money from the production stuff. It's a really great idea.
Discord says Threads?
I have no idea.
Same thing? I didn't know that.
I think they bought it or they merged or something. I saw that one looking into Rumble. I don't know. But
well, we have Threads.
We do? Okay, cool. Anyway, coffee. Who needs coffee? I need coffee. Anybody else need coffee? I got a feeling this thing's going over 2 hours.
Well, no, we're only into 1 hour.
I know, but I'm finna drink some Turkish coffee. I'm gonna be jacked.
Oh.
I'm gonna be ready. Ready.
So I'm gonna do a Blim FLN.
Okay.
And
let's hope. Who wanted it? Pete.
I had one nickel boron Blim FLN that really had like one little, it only had one little scratch or like a little piece of the nickel boron was coming off. It was very minute. We'll do that one.
I got my cups replaced. Mom, you better be using those cups I sent you. Just saying.
Eric Adams says, I'll be here for 12 hours watching this. So the guy, the person that just gave the $10, you didn't answer their question.
Oh, I got
talking.
I talk a lot, guys.
I go back to it.
Ask it again.
It was,
Bump it.
When are you going to release the Agent Warncliffe from Tom C?
So, I hope. I shouldn't even say it. I would love to have the Agent 1 and 002, which is the Warncliffe, on the table at Blade Show, which is like the first weekend in June. I don't freaking know. But
Hunter, thank you. He's going to set up a community Discord for us.
Cool. Don't let people be hateful. Just kidding. No, don't. Don't let them be hateful. I hate hateful.
CW, get the fire extinguisher ready. Yeah. Do we have one of those?
Of course we have one of those. Sergeant Safety. Sorry. I wasn't trying to be derogatory to you. I worked for the railroad.
About Blim knives makes me think your QC is pretty decent. Yeah, Tim's a perfectionist.
Yeah, I'm pretty anal. Let's just be honest.
And my mom said she used it last night with her 5-ounce glass of wine.
Good. I mean, it's for whiskey, and me and your mom both like whiskey, so whatever. Let's all have a moment right now for Jameson Black. Let's just pause.
Here's the Blim FLN word, and it is #Blim BLEM, not BLM.
Not by no means is it woke.
BLEM.
Yes. which is
Blim.
completely different, completely and utterly. I figured out that if you want to pull this thing off of the heat, don't lock the jet boil in. Otherwise, you'll get confused and you'll try to pull it off and you'll end up scalded.
Oh,
and
cool. Bubbo7 said him and his wife had their reverse tonsos at I think he said a crawfish boil, seafood boil or something, and everyone was jealous.
Nice. Let's get to work at the coffee. Did you tell daughter that we're making coffee?
I did not, but I will.
She'll be excited.
So do you want to tell them how you were a criminal and you used to roll everybody's houses all the time?
Here's what's funny. Like, Suzanne has always told me this. Like, I can't believe you used to do that, basically. You know, she's like, my parents would never let me do that. It started out.
Wait a minute. What happened was you told me that your dad let you roll people's houses. And I said, there is no way, because my parents were like the best example of go by the book, follow the rules, don't do anything wrong. And they taught me that.
Right.
So,
which is good. Thank you.
Yeah. And so I'm like, there's no way my mom would have been like, you can go roll people's houses because it's illegal.
Right. Uh-oh. Do we have sugar down here?
Do you not have enough?
No. Well, it'll just be less sweet today.
Ooh, it'll probably be better. I don't like it.
Whatever. You need to learn to be Turkish, woman. All right, guys. So look, if you're making the Turkish coffee, oh yeah, it's gonna like have half the sugar. It probably will be great. It's a heaping of whatever you're doing to a level of sugar, right? Did that make sense to anyone? Nope. All right. So add a shug. Anyway, oh yeah, we also need to talk about.
Finish your story.
Oh, the rolling toilet paper, not ecstasy. Let's make sure we make that clear first. It's completely different. So it started out as a church thing where I was really active in my church as a young man. Sorry, I got to focus on measurements. The jet boil is really great. Is that 1 cup? All right, whatever. 2 cups.
Y'all can still enter this giveaway. I haven't done it yet. It's hashtag BLEM, BLEM, for a ringed nickel boron, slightly blemished FLN.
All right, there we go.
And also, by the way, when I've been doing these BLEM FLNs, the sheaths are also slightly blemed.
Yep.
So keep that in mind.
Sorry, he's the dude that works for us. I just called him out. He jacked up a bunch of sheaths before I stopped him to
My mom said, please don't burn yourself.
Okay, I promise. I'm not going to do the frothy thing. I'm going to break the rules a little and stir it up and not let the frothing.
Carl says, would I be able to get a photo of the engraving done on my Night Stalker CQC before it gets sent out? Why? Because if you don't like it, it'll become a BLEM.
Yeah, and then you'll buy it.
Yeah, absolutely. I guess you have one that you sent us already. You scared the cat. Look.
Good. That cat's scared. And we have had some cat drama around here lately.
How big is the blade on the FLM?
Just under 3, I think. Right. I'll measure it. Look, guys.
Will you measure texture it?
I'll measure texture it. I'm so nervous now.
Stuart had commented earlier.
Oh yeah, I talked with him on the phone.
Well, he said to tell you that his blade came like right after that.
I thought it would. So what'd you think about the rework?
Derek, no, that's not the new Stray. The new Stray's been being crazy.
It's been being nuts, man.
Yeah, ever since he had his little.
It's like when they put him under the knife, he lost his effing mind.
Okay, so you already sent the file. Yeah, we'll let you see it first. If you're not happy with it, we could sell it as a BLEM. It's funny, people will buy BLEMs engravings.
With other people's names.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell the toilet papering story after I have to quit focusing so much.
Let the man focus on that miniature bomb coffee. Yeah, he's got to focus.
Yeah, because I burned the piss out of myself a few lives ago. Because I'm dumb. Where is it? Where's the bubbles? It's smoking. This goes from smoking to like, I'm going to overflow and ruin your carpet in a matter of seconds. I'm going to be proactive and turn this thing down. I think we're probably good.
Whoa. People get to call Tim. LOL. Yep. Tim's
Look, guys,
always on the phone with you guys.
Yeah, when you guys call the T.Kell hotline, it's either me or C-Dub that'll call you back. Look,
I usually make him call you back.
please don't be a stalker if I call you and like call me at all weird hours.
Nobody does that.
I know, but I'm so afraid somebody's going to start doing that.
Brenda Cosmic, leave a blend with someone else's name at a crime scene.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Actually, there's. So look, we're doing the.
Yeah, this is the coffee channel now, Stuart. It's the coffee and bags.
Yeah, that's right. We don't
do knives anymore.
Yeah, I mean, we get like a message the other day from somebody like, I'm losing faith that your company's ever going to send me a blade. And I'm like, well, you could make some coffee. We don't actually make knives. It's just fueling my bag and coffee habit.
G Sunnit 21. Are you guys going to be offering more of the black blades? Hold on, I missed it.
No.
We are not. We don't really. Releases on like the Gideon Feed 3. Can't wait to see what they would look like with the new black lashing screws. My opinion on that black is it's not as good as I thought it was going to be. It looks cool, but it's not like super. Doesn't it come off, or is it just me? Like it.
What, the Cerakote?
No, not the Cerakote. That black that we're doing the etch.
Oh yeah. So look, that's not nickel boron, guys. That is just an acid etch.
I think that the black Cerakote looked really good.
It did.
I know that it's not as durable, but
yeah, looks wise, Cerakote. Well, you guys know if you've got Cerakote firearms that they freaking.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna offer more of those.
All right. Let's tell Siri.
Yeah, Steve Hunter said I like the black, but it's definitely been rubbing off. Yeah, we were told that wasn't going to happen, so that sucks.
John Hoppin's like, I'm stopping at the store and bring you some sugar. let's have
DLC question mark.
Sorry guys, I'm catching up. Yeah, diamond light coating is good, but I don't have an avenue on it, and it's got to be stronger than. What blade is that? Raymond.
What blade picture did you send to Tim? Raymond
I like
Johnson?
that drop thumb. That's actually what I'm doing on the Warncliffe. And then, did I show that I redrew the Guardians? I don't know. Probably not. Oh, set a timer. Hey Siri, set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, counting down.
Yeah, he does have an Irish accent because that's the best. So the rolling thing started as a church thing. And being that my dad and my brother and myself are always taking stuff to the next level, we kind of continued this tradition when we got old enough to be out at night. It was something that church had been doing for years and years. So we next level. You know, these people try to roll our house with like 4 or 5 rolls of toilet paper. We had a dude that worked at this local, remember Zach's?
Uh-huh.
Zach's grocery store in McDonough, which is now they tore it down and turned it into something else. They put something in its place. Anyway, we got the hookup and he bought us a case, 96 rolls of toilet paper. We took my truck, we went in all black, and we rolled our music minister's house with 96 rolls of toilet paper. If you guys don't understand what that is like, and then my dad taught us to put it on a PVC pipe, right? So you could get it way up in the tops of the trees because he had kids, right? And that was a thing. Your kids would always have to clean the crap up. So that was, and we always did it on Saturday night so that everybody going to church the next day would see your house got destroyed. And I had to sit there all morning. And then we knew that you had to spend the rest of your Sunday cleaning up toilet paper forever. But if you put it on a piece of PVC pipe and you go like this, you can put that thing in the top of a 100-foot tree. So then You know, you got to put a tail on it, and it's got to bounce around, and then it's
Basically,
devastating.
you made it sound like you are like an expert
So
on rolling.
this was the first time ever. Then we got rolled back, and they did an okay job. So it just kept up an ante. So for 4 years, it was this thing that we did, and by the time we were done, we were putting tape over whoever's mom's minivan we borrowed on all the lights on the inside. We were like blacked out, wearing all black. We went and rolled this one. Gosh, I can't remember his name, Murray. Anyway, we rolled his house, and like he gets up, and we're laying in there, and I'm laying in the thing of ants, and like stripping down to my skivvies and the thing, and getting stung all over my freaking body. That was my youth. It was artistry. It's a
You're pretty
beautiful
much
thing.
good at like everything you do.
Well, that's kind of a misspent youth.
So then I forgave you because
It was a church thing.
everybody was in on it. That's different.
Yeah, it's a thing. Like everybody would be talking at like Wednesday night youth meeting, like, "Oh man, I don't know you're rolling." Like, I don't know what you're talking about. It's not us. Like, whatever, guys. We know it's you. It's like 7 of us. We'd be piling. Man, we'd roll deep. That was so much freaking fun. So much fun.
Clog the rain gutter and let milk sit there.
We also used to do stuff like we would fork people's yards, like plastic forks, because it took forever for them to go pick them up. We did like 1,000 plastic forks. One time we hit our music minister back, and we took clothesline that we bought at the grocery store and wrapped it around his front doorknob, and then tied it to a tree so that he couldn't pull the door open because it was an inside pull, because he had a dog that woke him up the first time, and we got foiled. So
Adam Kiwi said he did the forks too.
And then that time we took flour.
And Casey Shelton said his youth group used to do the youth pastor's house. This must be a common thing.
Yeah, see, we're not all delinquents, C-dub.
Yeah, but you were like blowing up people's mailboxes and stuff.
That was an accident. My dad taught us how to make dry ice bombs. Don't do that. It is in a 2-liter bottle is way too explosive. We blew up a mailbox unintentionally. I didn't know.
Wrapped his minivans.
Yeah, we would saran wrap minivans. Then we poured flour all over them because it was really humid. So the dew would turn it into a freaking biscuit on their car before they went to church. It was awesome.
Yeah, Adam Kiwi. It's serious. It's a federal crime.
I guess if you roll the White House, which would be awesome.
Life before cameras was fun and less incriminating.
Yes. Yeah. Now everybody wakes up in the middle of the night and try to shoot you.
Hey, Chad, did you know that you won a blade? I didn't see that you wrote us. You won a Blim FLN, Chad DeRozier's, on the last Sunday.
Yeah.
Feel bad for my son with all these smartphones. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, what is that? Look.
Is that your timer?
It says done on there. Did you see it? Crazy. Okay. So that means we can have coffee now. Coffee's ready. I know you don't want it, but whatever. I'm having mine. Here you go, lady. Here's your 2 sips you're going to take, and then leave it for me for tomorrow morning. I can drink 2, though, right now. Let's go put this out here for daughter. I assume they got done and nobody died delivering the freezer.
Has everybody entered into this giveaway for the blemished FLN?
And we'll post on Patreon tomorrow. I guess the rolling story probably wasn't as interesting.
I think it's hilarious. I don't know if everybody else.
Well, I didn't tell all of the stories, I'm sure, because, they come out as we're talking, and I'm talking about the crazy stuff that happens.
You just made it sound like you were like next level. Like
we were like all blacked out. I mean, most people take like
they would go way up in
hundreds of feet up in the tree. Like it would be so high up that it would like the wind would blow it hanging out over the road. It was
bottom
awesome.
of a crutch is an awesome bottle rocket launcher because of the adjustable holes on the fuse sticks on it to the. Oh, I missed it.
Oh man, that's a good idea. It's more precise. Love it. What was the other thing you said you were going to get me to talk about? Or are you saving it for another time?
You're just so funny all the time. No, anybody can enter. You don't have to be a Patreon member. Go ahead and enter. The person that won last week or the week before that wasn't a patron, and he already got his Night Stalker.
Yeah.
We haven't shipped the FLNs yet because we're still working on was it you needed to sharpen those ones?
Yeah,
he has to sit there and sharpen them on the
wicked edge.
Yep.
It's a lot. It's a lot of work, man. Such a lot. Such a lot. Does anybody feel bad?
Chad, you can message on Patreon or anywhere.
Yeah, you guys be patient.
Email.
Because look, if you like, we're rolling up in, getting towards blade show, so things are gonna start really. I mean, 500 blades.
All right, I'm doing this drawing. Last chance.
Drawing. Let's see a Patreon message. Oh yeah, some Rex. We're here.
Brian D.
Hey.
He was just asking for the Blim FMF, I think.
Really?
Close. He almost got the one he wanted. I'm going to give that one away in a minute.
Oh, sorry, D.
Congrats. Casey Shelton. Kenneth keeps bragging about getting my knife, LOL.
Oh, yeah. The orange. Sorry, a little bit of
Sorry, Casey.
cardamom. Yeah, I think you might like it better with less sugar. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Did you eat it? You
I
didn't even
haven't.
eat
I
it.
haven't tried it yet. I was doing this drawing.
Fired.
You still on, Brian D? Congrats. We're gonna do. Man, I gotta hurry because I was gonna do 2 more knife giveaways.
You can. I mean, they'll stay on here as long as we want to, right? Oh, David Wright, if you're still on, we're up and running, my friend. I'm ready for you.
How do you know it's up and running?
Well, I'm assuming I didn't see anybody go plummeting off the back deck. It's a 2-story fall. We would have heard him hit the ground.
Adam Kiwi, we're doing Blade Show Atlanta.
Yeah. I mean, oh, crap.
What?
We never responded to them about CanCon, Arizona. Did you?
No.
Oops. I don't think either one of us want to tell them no, so we're like, oh, maybe the other one will do it.
No, I thought you did.
No. I hear footsteps. Did you tell her about coffee?
Mhm.
That's why I hear footsteps. I should drag her in here on camera. She would murder me. Murder.
Hunter, it's CanCon. You know, we do the one. Well, we did the one in Georgia.
Yeah.
They have one out in Arizona.
CanCon has been very good.
Skeletonized Raiders.
I've got them tentatively planned. So that would be October's drop. I hope to push all this stuff up, but I wanted to get those skeletonized raiders out before hunting season. However, we got to see how it goes with.
Oh, we could have seen Hunter if we went to Arizona CanCon.
Hello, daughter.
Is there a Tarani Karambit collab in the works? You must know Tarani.
There was.
Because they were working on something.
I want to show it off. Piss on it. I'm doing it.
They couldn't come to an agreement on it. And I told Tim, from now on, you have to make the final decision, because anytime he has gone with like a collaborator's request that he wasn't particularly happy with,
They didn't sell.
It didn't sell, or people like have complaints about it.
Yeah, they didn't like it.
So I'm like, do it the way you think it needs to be done, and don't compromise on that. So bottom line is, I think he wanted it differently, and Tim didn't want to do it that way, so they're not doing it.
I walked away.
Pretty sure.
Yeah, I walked away.
I mean, he's a great guy, and
I love
he's got
Steve,
some
man.
good ideas with it.
He's brilliant. He's deadly. I mean, and he's nasty, but he's super nice too. Like, for being such a deadly guy, you would think that he'd be like some of these, I don't want to say douchebag gun tubers. I can't say that. You would think, but he's not.
Yes, Brian D, correct.
Super humble dude. So he had collabed with 511, maybe late 90s, early 2000s, on a fixed blade karambit that was actually made that you could hold it and it would clear the action on an AR. For whatever reason, DevGrew wanted that. Navy SEALs, for those of you that don't know. And I thought it was big, and I thought it was chunky, and I thought it was uncomfortable, and it was all steel blade, and I wanted to make a lot of changes. And the person who originally designed it with is a incredible, like, world-renowned maker. I'm not going to drop their names out there because I'm not them. They provided, and they wanted it made exactly like it was. However, I understand the design principles that they put into it 30 years ago. If it's going to be a T.Kell, it has to be a T.Kell. I have to feel comfortable with some of the design stuff other than just making it for you. You can get anybody in the world at any machine shop to make your knife. If I'm going to put my name on it, I have to have some input because our stuff is successful, I think, because it's different than
Brian
other
Henley
people's
said
things.
Knives was complaining about the FLN live. I don't think he was completely.
Yeah, what were his
happy with
complaints?
it.
Because he,
Well, he wanted it thinner.
well, I would like to know what he said on the live so that I could know, since he doesn't want to call me about it. That would be helpful.
Well,
The-
we know what he wanted.
Originally, I do know what.
You wanted it thicker. He wanted it to not have the choil, and he wanted different steel. Were the main things.
Right. And I want thicker for maximum tissue damage. I like the steel because it's user friendly and we can heat treat the hell out of it. Those were, you know.
It's hard when you collaborate because, you know, it's like there's no one right way to do it, but everybody has their own way that they
And the
do
thing is, like, if you've made 20,000 blades and you've seen how they perform by putting a steep grind, I mean, for God's sakes, the Guardian has a 1/4 inch high secondary bevel and a 30-degree grind. And for the argument of it needs to be thinner and have a higher grind, those of you that saw the Porkman test and that have used
People
that
are
blade,
saying he basically wanted it thinner, so
Yeah.
that's not a big deal.
yeah, and we are considering that for a 2.0 version, possibly, but I think we can get what he wants by raising that grind line up and making it more in the 8 to 12 degree range. I wanted a low grind line because if you have seen what the Guardian can do to a Porkman, you'll
Hunter
understand.
said, honestly, I don't know if I would like it thinner. This fits good enough in my large hands.
Yeah, that's the thing. It needs more purchase for grip wise, but I think we can come together on.
Everybody loves your pork video. Vicky Artist said it sold me on your knives. Kenneth Ray loved the pork video.
So it's a similar principle to how those knives perform. But
I
if
think Tim doing a collab with Essie would make so much sense from Rocky Mountain Outdoorsman.
you know, there's a dude that's close to here that's like one of their executives.
Really?
Yeah, because somebody told me he was asking,
And Steve Bayer said, he has one of the original TS-87s. He said, will the new clip work on that old sheath?
the DCC
The
monoblock.
new clip that you designed. The attachment.
Oh yeah, yep. Wait, I haven't changed the sheath, have I? When did you get it?
You remember we sold 5 on Patreon like early on?
No, we need to replace that sheath with a new one because I've changed the design of the sheath, so it won't work.
Send us an email or a
We'll get
message
you
so
the
we don't
updated one.
forget. Yeah, but I may forget if I don't have a message.
Yeah,
to
but I'm just
give you.
saying you don't have to get a new sheath.
People said they second the Essie collab.
Look, I mean, I'd do it. I mean, here's the thing. The knives that I've been drawing the last few weeks, anybody that sees them are like, wow, but I just can't get them to market. So how do you convince somebody like Essie that, hey, my designs are awesome? We are one of the fastest growing fixed blade makers in the country, which is insane to be able to say that.
Yeah, I think if people knew your design capabilities, you'd be scooped up by like a major company just to design blades because you really are good at that. You could do that.
I mean, I don't think I'm
time.
like this superstar designer. You know what I mean? Like, I just do it different than other people. So I don't know. But anyway, we can talk about these. This is the original.
Can y'all see those with him standing that far
And
away?
I made it lose some weight. So this is what they released with 511
lower it.
in the 90s. I felt like it was a little too thick and it
So
needed some updating. So I wanted to do thinner, put the Night Stalker ring on it, still have all the same dimensions, but heavily round this over so that it was really, really comfortable. And basically, he told me all the reasons why we couldn't do that because it wasn't true to the form factor of how karamba's supposed to be.
Now everybody's gonna want that karamba.
And we just couldn't come together on it.
So Dennis Ackerman said he took Steve's class and that's how he found you. And then the person LL Coil J, he said he has a Strider, Tarani Strider.
I wasn't gonna say their name, but anyway,
He said that's the same shape as my B Strider.
yes, it is. So it was me, Steve, and Dim at Strider Dim, emailing back and forth. They provided the.
No, it was you, Steve, and Dwayne Dwyer.
50% of Strider Knives.
Oh.
And
Stay in your lane. Don't collab. Only collab with fighters. From Zia Survivor. Derek Adams, I want you to stay in your lane and do it the T.Kell way.
yeah,
T.Kell Knives don't need no collaborations.
look, man, we were this close. I was like, can you come towards me that much? And then that was where it died. I didn't say I'm walking away, but I didn't hear anything back.
Well, the daggers,
These,
you let him make the decisions on those, and you wanted to do them slightly differently.
yes.
So this time you were like, no, I'm not doing that again.
I think if we did a TCQ 2.0, we'd sell the hell out of them. And we're not talking about major design
you mean
changes.
just doing the stuff you think it should have had all along? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so it didn't make sense for me to make someone else's blade. At that point, I'm just a job shop, right? Like, it's got to have some of my nuances other than my name on it. So, I mean, we didn't part ways. We never really had a conversation. But, I guess it was understood. Everything was going well.
I think if you collab, it should be with warfighters and what they need or wanted. Yeah.
That does fit our lane. He was an agency guy, but look, like Ackerman has taken his classes and LL Cool J, is that what you said it was? Obviously.
No, not LL Cool J.
That's what you said the screen name was.
L Coil or something.
Ladies love Cool James. I know, that's what you said.
Oh.
It's cool.
Sean Harmon, your knives look better than 90% of the blades. Oh, 90%. Man, that's pretty good. 90% of the blades out there, I would do very few collabs, only with worthy companies.
Yeah, we thought originally that's how you're supposed to do stuff. And now we kind of learned a little differently.
I think for me, it was like we just had to get our names out there because nobody knew who we were. So doing a few collabs helps spread the word.
Take one of Steve's classes still, because you will be a much more deadly human post Tarani.
Yes, you can like other knife companies.
I started liking other knife companies.
Yeah, we do.
I didn't at first. That's why I started making knives, because I couldn't find what I wanted. But now that I go outside of, I like the stuff that I don't make. You know what I'm saying? Because I make mine to my taste. So in a fixed blade fighting style, I make what I like.
Shelton says I only own T.Kell or Wander tactical knives.
Something was delivered to my house. Amazon just told me. But when Zach sent this Imler, that's a good knife. I gotta admit, that's a good knife. That's a good knife. Everything that I've gotten is a good blade. That's out of my genre, so I like it. Does that make any sense? Probably not.
Sean Harmon said the FLN looks way better than the blade they wanted you to make.
And see, the FLN is not a karambit for all intents and purposes. The blade angle is more opened up. See how that sticks back? A karambit is a hook type blade, and it takes a different discipline.
Ryan Henley said, I feel like I'm cheating when I'm looking at other knife companies. No, y'all are free to like all the other knife companies.
Don't let her lie to you. No, the hell you're not. I'm just kidding, but not really. No, I mean, I don't take offense to that at all. I got to say this. A lot of people are like, I'm sure you were inspired by other makers. Only in what not to do. I never picked up a knife and said, I want to make exactly this. There are great knives out there, and there are things that I liked about so many different things.
I think that came out wrong, what you just said.
What?
You've never been inspired except for what not to do.
I don't think that came out
That's
wrong.
not true, because sometimes you pick up knives and you like them.
I mean, but in my designs, I'm not. So many people will take an essay.
So your brain looks at it and goes, how can I improve this?
Yeah. Not that they're bad,
Yeah.
but for my taste, I design stuff.
Yeah, I love microtext,
Differently.
Jeremy.
Yeah, I do too.
They're
That's
awesome.
why you see 4 on the wall. There's one in my pocket. I like microtext.
So we're gonna do a Blim FMF giveaway.
She's kicking me. But I'm not saying I don't like other knife makers' knives. Let me make that
I
clear.
just wanted to clarify because I didn't want it to come out the wrong way.
Yeah, I don't get inspired to rip somebody else off. I do get inspired by portions of other people's designs. Maybe that needed some more clarity. And I like other people's stuff better than my own at times. That make sense?
Kenneth Spirits, I really like Randall knives, but don't want to wait 6 years. I've heard good things about them. Man, you have to wait 6 years?
I've heard that.
It's crazy. Dennis Ackerman said folder karambit.
Yeah, that's not the one we were collabing on.
Oh no, we inspired Trust Monkey to go roll a house.
Do it, man.
No.
Yeah, I'll give you some pointers. Black it out. But then you're going to have to interrupt Wi-Fi. So you're going to have a miniature EMP. Don't do that. Don't do it.
FMF. Hashtag FMF.
Man, I need to turn that. I thought I'd keep turning this off. That's obnoxious. Ooh. But yeah, these got put on the wall because we couldn't come
That's
together.
pretty exciting. We almost made it through the whole live without getting kicked off.
Yeah, I know. It's early yet. Just kidding. I wouldn't come across.
And we are out of
like
we're
an
out of
asshole just
wood
then.
grain. We're out of like the really great colors for the FMF.
Somebody just sent me a text about.
We're out of wood grain warrior.
Oh, no, I didn't talk about all the stuff.
So you'll have to take one of the.
So you don't know
choices
if
that we got.
Bradshaw's on, Junior.
I don't know.
I want to talk about it anyway. Right? I can do that.
Yeah, maybe he'll watch. Some people rewatch, like some people watch the replay.
So Craig sent me this stuff. He sent me a book, God's Wisdom for Daily Living, which is, when you invest in somebody's life on that level, that's very meaningful. So this will get used. Thank you. He sent me this tactical pin, which will get put in one of our go bags. It looks like it's got a titanium spike on it. Or is it even a pin? It is a pin. We'll put it on the wall because it was a gift. So there it goes. There's that. There's the holster. Challenge coins. I love challenge
Mr.
coins.
B, you're not Craig Bradshaw, are you?
Could be. Brad
Maybe it is.
Shaw. So this is a thank you for your service. It was absolutely my honor.
Yeah, it is him.
So there's the thank you for your service.
Chad
Veteran.
Kalodajak.
That one's awesome.
Kalodajak. Oh, I can't say that.
Oh man, look, this is the
Yes,
national
you can
seal
order some Blacklash
from Washington D.C. and then every branch, and the Coasties are even on there too. They love them. We talk over each other all the time. That's what we do. This one's freaking awesome.
Sig collab ?
Wink, wink. I don't know what you're talking about.
We hope.
We hope. This is going to make me jealous. Let's tell the story of the Harley. Let's tell that story.
What story of the Harley?
How it almost happened, but then it didn't.
Oh.
So
Because I got pregnant?
yeah. Surprise! Another baby. Yeah, we were going to go that weekend and buy a bike. And we had already picked it out and we had talked to him and we had the money. And then I'm pregnant. Car seats don't fit on bikes. And God was like, that's not happening. So we're really happy that we didn't because
Yep.
it's so much better this way. So thank you.
Holiday check.
Oh.
Holiday chick. Oh, that's great. Hopefully I can remember that.
She won't.
So you can order the black lashing screws. Just
Oh, and
have you
Deathwish-
added them to the website yet, or are they just listed?
Negative.
So you'll have to send us an email and let us know.
The
We'll
goal
send
was
you
to
a
launch the website on the 1st, and we're
invoice.
3 days late. But he's working hard on it today.
Mr. B said he's glad you like everything.
Oh yeah, and the Death Wish coffee.
And don't forget to show fish wrenches.
I'm going to. Yeah, so Death Wish coffee. We'll make this on a live too because it's single serves. I've heard their stuff is super freaking stout, and I'm gonna stick the Death Wish sticker on the cabinet too this week. So you'll see that on there next week. I'm finna do that, and then Fish Ranch. I'm not dropping your name, but it was a thank you for your service. Pin, lapel pin. American flag. You guys recognize that, hopefully. The bastion of freedom. Used to be, anyway.
Are those your coins or a collection of other makers?
On the wall?
Oh, are those your coins that you sell, or your collection of other makers?
My coin is over here. There's one of those.
Yes, Gus D, you can. Please send us a message so we don't forget.
But all the other coins that you see were given to me either by the federal agencies, the
But
police
you gotta show
agencies.
his hat that he gave.
I'm
you.
about to.
Oh, sorry.
Somebody asked about the coins, or individuals, or like Seekins, or FBI SWAT, collaborations we've done. Some of my old units, some of those are my personals, some are not. JSOC, like some rare Secret Service coin. There's some cool stuff. They're all gifts, except for, I don't know, like 10 of them are from the units I was attached to and some of the crazy stuff I've done.
Kenneth Ray, I think he got it off Amazon. You
What?
got that shipping container box off Amazon.
Yeah,
right?
man. Like last week. Awesome. This gray color was half price from all the rest of them. And it's the only one that didn't look like a chick would have it in her house. So they had like pink and green. I'm like, that's lame. Why do girls care about that stuff? Well, girls aren't really girls anymore. So maybe that's why. Oops. Can't talk about that kind of stuff on here, can you? All right, we're putting the presidential seal. But it's neat, right? See, we started on.
I think it's funny that you said that. And I'm wearing like all pink today. I don't even like pink that much.
Yeah. She like hates pink.
It's all right.
And girls. Just kidding.
Hunter said he's going to take pictures with the new black screws and post it to his Instagram story.
We're gonna get inundated with requests for black screws. Question. Oh, Fish Ranch. Yeah. So look, this is freaking cool. So I got this from him, the USS Ranger. He
Everybody's
told.
talking about Death Wish giving you lots of energy.
Well, I mean that Turkish coffee's got me pouring sweat. Look, I didn't even realize this.
Yeah, he embroidered it.
They
with
put
your-
my name on the back. That's freaking awesome. I went to hang it on the wall and saw that. So thanks, man. The Ranger. I don't tell people's personal businesses that they put in their letters they send me because that's their personal businesses. So I'll just. Is that all the
If
stuff?
you haven't entered yet, it's hashtag FMF for Blim FMF.
So thank you guys. It's such an honor that people want to give us stuff they like. Or the challenge coins too. I know what that means. You know? So thanks.
Yeah, it's always nice when we get stuff from y'all.
Oh, and then Expedition Joe Coffee. That got interrupted too.
Chad, oh man, I wish I had your little way that you told me to do that because I'm going to get it mixed up again. But
What?
he said, I use lashing screws for most of my fixed blade scales. They match to almost all other size hardware.
They do. That's why I made them, because it's common. So, you know, some people are like, hey, can I? Look, I can't stop you from selling them and doing whatever you want to do with your things or showing them to other people. I suppose that's flattery. I came up with that design because it's much easier, and I just thought it was really awesome to be able to run a lanyard through there and be able to take it out and swap your grips and clean crap out from behind them. And they work from 1/8" steel all the way up to 3/8.
I got to take a picture of Holiday Check.
Why?
So I can say his last name.
Is it offensive? My name is pretty simple to figure out. It's Hell with a K, so it's pronounced Kel. I just wondered if people who have names that most people butcher Does it offend you? Because I don't think it would me. I mean, I did get called Keel in high school, but that's because we went to school in Georgia and they can't spell like one E, two L's, not two E's, one L, but whatever. That's your public school education at work. Keel? And then Tim became multi-syllables. Tayum? I don't know how that happened. Tayum, Keel? Like, my God. Henry County, Georgia. We
Chad DeRosier, it does not offend me. Do people say your name wrong? Are we saying it wrong all the time?
Probably. Because those SRT blades we did, he said his name was DeRosiers, but it's spelled differently. So I'm like, uh-oh.
Craig, thank you for your order. He said he just ordered the Night Stalker, figured out the Patreon code. Thank you so much.
Good. Sorry if that was confusing. I hope that transfers to the new site. I don't know. We're supposed to be able to, we can add the Patreon's email and login stuff to the website so that when they log in, it shows all the stuff they've ever ordered, and then you get special pricing. So you won't have to enter a Patreon code. Everything you add will just do it for you, which would be neat. And then we can lock blades.
I'm giving y'all a long time to put this in because
I'm talking a lot.
I see people are still entering, so
oh, okay.
I'll give them a couple more minutes. I rarely get my lots of people are saying it doesn't bother them when they say it wrong.
Look. Don't you have some FMF?
Thank you, Eladio Pereira. Placed my first 2 orders in January. But there's like 3 left, I think. The Blem FMFs, there's not very many left. I'm giving away 1 today. And you said Pete's sake asked for 1, so probably that might be all of them.
He just texted me asking about that. And I wasn't ignoring your stuff. For Pete's sake, I just forgot to email you back. So I obviously told her. So she's got that set out. I just didn't tell you that I told her. And then, like, shipping your other knife. If I would have told her, that would have happened like weeks ago. Oops. That's what happened.
Can you show the FMF? David Saucedo wants to see it.
Yeah. One of my favorite blades I've ever made. No BS. It's big. You know, it's not an EDC knife. And we do specialize in EDC. But I love that suede on the top. Wicked. So if you can look from the grind. Wait! Let's get the pointer out. We have to point at stuff. So if you look how this grind is higher or lower here than it is there. So to make this a better piercer, I push this grind forward. So it's thicker on the edge here than it is there. So that it will pierce, but still slice. I know, right? Pretty cool.
Yeah, we did slice some potatoes with that one day.
Yeah. I mean, it's not really a veggie slicer. She can attest to that. But it sure does do good on pork, man.
All right, y'all, I'm about to do the drawing. So last
FMF,
chance.
Frogman, field knife. And those are going to be dropping 1 April again. And the V3s, if people were asking. Because she didn't say that, but they are. So you know. So much work to do to get ready for that.
Petrie. FMF.
Wow, you did it.
Congrats.
Petrie?
Is it pronounced Christopher?
Where are you from?
And yes, we do ship international if you're international. A lot of people think that we don't, if it's a giveaway, we won't do it internationally, but we will.
We do it. We take a bath, man. Well,
yeah, but I think that, don't they still have to pay fees?
Probably. I hope, I should quit saying anything about the new website, but I hope.
Congratulations. Send us an email and we'll get you taken care of.
Yes.
First T.Kell Knives, Sweden.
Yeah. We actually send a lot to Sweden.
We have?
A lot.
And it gets there okay?
Yeah. They don't have like crazy knife laws. But yeah, we have sent many to Sweden. I mean, not many, but enough and not had them returned. The weirdest thing is, well, this shouldn't surprise anybody that actually pays attention to what happens in world geopolitics. It's really difficult to send a knife to the UK. The United Kingdom is very
We've
stringent.
had some that have been fine, no problem, and then every once in
We
a while
did get an
just,
email,
they send
I
them back
think,
to us.
about an order in Germany this week that we need to respond back to. If you're on here and you are waiting for a knife from Germany, check your email, check your phone. UPS has been trying to contact you, and we are giving them your contact information. But if you don't respond to them, they will send it back to me. And then at that point, I don't know what to do. Refund it, I guess. But that does happen. Do we have any questions, comments, moans and groans?
Stephen Clayton says, I'm sorry, I was reading Cheryl's thing.
Did we?
Stephen Clayton says, I carry my FMF scout carry with 2 clips. Oh, wait, I think that's what it said. 2
Yeah.
clips.
And actually, one of the guys in the shop was doing that. It's pretty. It works well. That way, it doesn't like flip around side to side.
I need to look and see, Brian D, what we have left because we did use a bunch of the grips for the last batch.
Well,
He wants multicam on the.
FMF.
No, he won the FLN.
I know that material just got done, and we just got it. Multicam from Current, so we have it.
So we're gonna do another giveaway before we jump off of another FLN blim.
Okay.
And I don't know if it'll probably be ringless.
We got.
So you're gonna have to sit there and sharpen like 4 of these next week. So we need to get the ones that people won last week out
Damn you,
too.
camera wife.
Thanks, T.Kell, for awesome live giveaways from Sean Harmon.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Caleb Hale, I knew I wouldn't win this week. Hell, this month I've really done. Had 2 family members pass in the last 3 weeks, and a few other shitty things happened to me
I'm not laughing at you.
the last few days. You know, I had an idea. I don't know how the other patrons would feel about this, but maybe we could do like if you can't afford a knife or you've never bought, you don't own any of our knives, would you guys be okay with us doing a Patreon giveaway for those people?
Well, I don't have a problem if they do. You know, we'll vote. There's like 500 people over there, so that's a big community to ask.
Because I know
it'd be
there's
very
some people
easy.
that are paying like $3 a month, and they're like, oh, "I wish I could get a knife. I can't
There
afford
are.
it."
We do have patrons that win stuff that give it to someone else, and we have patrons that will contact us offline and say, I want to buy so and so a knife, but I want to be anonymous, or I want to buy so and so a knife and I told them I was going to, this is what they want, charge me, send them. Those things do happen.
Everybody's saying they'd be okay with it, so maybe we'll do that for people. Maybe we'll make a post and say, comment if you can't afford a knife or if you don't own any of our knives because you can't afford them.
Yeah, because we certainly don't want you to pay monthly to look at my stupid face and my postings if it's a hardship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it does make me feel bad when people pay and then they can't even get one of our knives.
Yeah, for sure. Like, it really does. I don't want you guys to be in a hardship from being, you know what I'm saying? Look at me, be dumb.
All right, so this last giveaway.
We'll have to figure out how to navigate that. Like,
yeah, people said that some people will take advantage of that.
That's the thing. So
I think most of our people that have joined are genuine and would probably be honest about it.
Yeah, we have some assholes, but that doesn't make you not genuine. I can be an asshole too, so your present company not excluded.
Looking at Tim's face is definitely a hardship.
It is, right? I should be paying you. Well, I guess we kind of are.
Mom said, how are you going to know who lies? Well, I don't know.
What do the
Just
Marines
hope that
say?
they're telling the truth.
The Marines say, kill them all,
Well,
let God
I know
fight 'em
for
all.
a fact a couple of people come to mind that they want a knife and they said they can't afford it. I've had a few people say that. But it's been like they're only paying like $3 a month. So I don't know. I guess they could be lying. We could tell if they have one because we could go look at our orders and see who ordered.
Yeah, I mean this came to mind. We were actually on a church trip, and this homeless dude came up and was panhandling, and all of the little church people.
Hashtag FLN for the last Blim FLN giveaway.
FLN. For the love of Neve.
We do offer payment plans
Yep,
for
we do.
anybody that needs that.
Yep, we sure do. We do. We do. We will not stop doing that either.
Yeah, we would be able to see if they don't have a knife because we could look in our order history.
Pretty simple.
Yeah. So it would be you don't have one, and the reason is because you can't afford it. We would do a giveaway for them only.
And we're gonna have to trust you.
Yeah. Do a
Which,
couple giveaways for them.
I'm overly trusting sometimes. But look at this. The best. Anyway, this dude was panhandling for money, and then our youth pastor kind of didn't like follow him, but walked around and observed the dude was getting into like $120,000 car. Pulled his little homeless suit off and was wearing like super nice clothes underneath.
Yeah.
Super skeezy, man. Stuff like that. And actually, I was in Washington, D.C. right before I went in the Marine Corps. And my parents said, where do you want to go as a graduation gift because you're volunteering to go serve the country? And I said, I want to go to D.C. I wanted to see all the stuff. And there was this guy that had a sign up. And I was, Suzanne can say, I was kind of naive and always believed the best in people. So he was asking for money for food. So I went to the Burger King over there on 1 Washington Circle, and I bought the dude, was it McDonald's? Anyway, you guys from DC can tell me. Anyway, I walked and I got the dude some food, and I give him the food, and we're walking, and my dad grabs my shoulder and turns me around, and the dude takes it and throws it in the trash. He said, I thought that was going to happen, but I wanted you to experience it for yourself. But that doesn't mean you don't do
I used
for
to give
people.
money to those people all the time, and then I just realized a lot of times they're just
You just have to. You have to ask for discernment. Like,
yeah, you have to have the Lord's leading.
Yeah, because doesn't mean don't ever do that, because some people need help. I
really don't like. I have a real pet peeve with like. I want to give because I want to give. I don't want to be pressured into it. So like, I hate when you're at Walmart or these places and they're like, do you want to donate this or that? Like, I cut them off. No, I don't.
You know what's sleazy? When they come up and give your kids a gift, like a necklace, and then they hand you a card and say, I'm this. Please consider donating a cause. And then here's your kid with this thing that they freaking love.
Yeah.
That's sleazy, man. Oh. Remember that Walmart in Chattanooga?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Stolen valor situation.
Sam said he hates that too. Yeah, I'm just like immediately no.
Like,
I'm just trying to buy my stuff here. Why are you trying to get me to donate to something?
Yeah, you gotta be super careful, because
like a lot of times those things are they're not really helping people with that. Because I've always been like, how do you have the money for charity events that you're dressed up and they cost like thousands of dollars, and you can pay for billboards and you can pay for advertisement spots, but
a lot of there have been some really big time veterans donation organizations. I'm not going to say it here, that these guys have like multi-million-dollar mansions. All that came out pretty recently, actually. So.
Oh yeah, I never go to Walmart anymore, Adam. I use it as an example from before, but gosh, it's been forever since we've been to a Walmart.
Hey, look, grocery delivery. I mean, it's worth not risking your life to get your.
I just can't even believe people nowadays. Like
those dudes at that Walmart in Chattanooga, man. Cameron wife had to make me leave because they were on dope.
Oh yeah,
that veterans organization. I was so effing pissed. And look, there may be some people out there, some veterans that are doing these things to help other people, but his flipping uniform was completely out of regs. And those of you that are Marines, you understand. The uniform that we put on, you better have dressed, pressed, Irish pennant free, have your effing creases in the thing, and don't be out in public looking effing nasty, especially with your emblems with the anchors inboard or outboard when they're not supposed to be. Woo! That heated me up. She's like, we got to go. And the dude was obviously
You
on
wanted to
dope.
go over there and confront him. I was like, no, honey, don't.
Yeah, and I was carrying too, so that probably wouldn't have been a wise idea. Not that I'm saying I would shoot the dude, but they're going to slam me to the ground and they're going to throw me in jail because I have a pistol on me because I'm not pulling
Cheryl
it out.
Houghton says 60 years ago, my dad donated $10 to a bum on a street corner who said he was wanting to build a church. But a few years ago, my dad showed me that he had built a church after all.
Right? So
That's why you need discernment.
that's why you need discernment because,
I think I'm a pretty good judge
yeah,
of
she's super
character.
good. I'm like, everybody needs help. And I'm just like, here.
Look,
So-
sometimes I'll be, and okay, the Bible says, don't let your left hand know what your right hand's doing, so you don't really want to brag about giving. But I'm just saying this to make a point. Sometimes I'll be in a bathroom and I'll see the janitor cleaning, and I'll be like, the Holy Spirit will just be like, go give her some money.
that happened.
And I'll give
actually,
her
recently.
a tip because I'm like, she's in here working her ass off. You know, we're so fortunate, and this person's in here working for pennies,
And cleaning your pee and
and
poop
everybody's
up,
being terrible to them.
acting like they don't exist.
Yeah.
Look, and I'm telling you, there's been several occasions where we've been led to,
Buy people's groceries in front of us before. That's happened a bunch of times.
yeah. And look, like one time,
Like, God, you just happen to put the person in front of us that has no money to pay for their groceries.
yeah, and like totally mortified, scrounging through their purse and trying to select, do I put the bread for my kids back or do I put the milk for my kids back? Like trying to decide, like super embarrassed. And it wasn't like, you know, not buying all these pre-prepared foods. You could tell what was on that belt was like necessities. And
Yeah,
all
this was
we
a while
did,
ago because we don't go to the grocery store.
all we
anymore.
did was just reached around people that were in line in front of us and just slid our debit card over there. So you know when you're supposed to help people. It's just so hard to know, man. And you're right. I guess we do give back a lot through the business.
Yeah, that's
now.
stuck when you give and then, you know, they don't do what they're supposed
That happens
you
on
expect.
on the business side too. Like we'll bend over backwards. People are like, please, can you sell me this beforehand? I really needed to protect myself or whatever. And then
We love to tip the maids at the motels we stay in on the road. Yeah.
we'll bend over backwards, right,
Okay.
to help people. And then they get their blade and they're like, this thing's a piece of shit. And you're like, what? Well, just stab yourself in the neck with it because I've really been over it backwards to help you out. Did you not look at my products before you said that? Insane. But
All right. Anybody who hasn't entered, go ahead and enter.
Step
We're-
off my-
We're about 10 minutes over, so we probably need
my
to wrap
high
it up.
grocery buying horse here. I'm so awesome that I bought that lady's groceries. That's a joke. I don't think that way.
Hashtag FLN for a Blim FLN.
Besides the fact I got people that I love that need my help. That I know that need help.
CW, just do a blind giveaway and start picking people random and sending them a blade. Yeah.
But what if the internet puts them in front of you and then it takes over your artificially intelligent brain?
A lot of
Makes
people are
you-
talking about these fake people that like are driving BMWs and stuff.
Yeah, happens a lot. There was a thing in the 90s on 2020 about that. Very fascinating thing. But then when it happened to us in person, that was kind of crazy. Remember that? No.
I don't know why, but that just made me think of that guy that stole the knife from our booth at the market.
Oh,
And I totally ran after
let's
him
talk
and got
about
it
how
back.
crazy CW is.
That was dangerous. I shouldn't have done that.
That's what I said. So here's what this is when we're gonna paint a little picture. Fat kid, not cooled or heated shop. These were like propane forge days, right? And it literally wore you out to make 10 blades. We're talking about me. And then try to go sell them on the weekends. So I was furloughed from the railroad. This was our income. The whole family is there 8 hours a day, all freaking weekend, on their feet, in the heat, trying to sell our blades.
Yeah, we were out there in over 100-degree heat.
Every damn weekend, rain, shine, sleet, snow, heat, cold, whatever. And the 5 days preceding that, I'm up at 4. I'm out in the shop until dark.
I'm doing the drawing, by the way.
That's
Go ahead
fine.
and talk.
And that's how we built the company. Like everything that we made
Hayden!
still is hard as H. Congratulations, Hayden.
Hayden Russin.
So anyway, he makes great freaking holsters too, guys. Look him up. I carry one all the time for my 365. Anyway, so you're in that headspace that it's like you're exhausted all the time, but you have to do what you've got to do, and you've got to deal with the BS of hawking your stuff to people in the heat.
And so this
That's your living.
this family was there buying a blade,
Yep.
and one of the kids said, "That guy just stole a knife."
Yeah,
And
this
they
little
saw
girl.
him- yeah, they saw him take it.
That girl goes, that man just stole a knife. And then I'm like,
And
I said, well, I guess he needed it more than me. Because I'm in front of this little girl and her dad and her mom and their whole family. They're really sweet. They're being nice. And I'm not.
And
I'm
mind
not.
you, this place was packed.
I'm talking about nut to butt.
Was
You
this
remember that?
Oktoberfest? I mean, this was like
Yes,
real packed.
It was during Oktoberfest.
And I'm like, I'm looking for the guy's shirt because I said,
She
what
just,
is
boom, camera wife is gone. And I'm like, I'm trying to text her and I've got a gaggle of people around the booth. And I'm like, don't do this. You at least know he's armed with a knife. Dude was dressed nice too.
So
right?
they told me what his shirt looked like. So I'm like
That-
darting through the crowd trying to get to him. And I finally spotted him and I'm like, my heart's beating. I'm like, what am I going to say? So I just like quietly behind him. I was like, I know what you did.
Yeah,
I turned around and I was like, I won't call the police if you just give it back to us. And he just gave it back to me.
It's a dude, right?
That was it.
Fit, well dressed, a dude. Like he could have nutted up and cut her. It was with the predecessor to the Nightshades. It was a Warncliffe.
Trust monkey, imagine chasing after a knife thief to only get stabbed by your own knife thief. I know that was
She
so
wasn't thinking,
irresponsible of me.
But I still, though, even though I was like, that's crazy, I'm still like, man, that's my girl.
We gotta jump off. We're over.
Do they
John
care?
White says, God is blessing y'all now with a booming business. Y'all are so humble and awesome. And David Saucedo has asked a few times about payment plans. Just send us an email.
Yeah, easy. No problems. However you want to do it. With Venmo, we can do PayPal, we can do Bluefin Tuna, whatever.
All right, y'all. Sorry we ran over. And I'm so happy we got to do a full live today.
Yeah, man. Thanks, YouTube. That's all. Say thanks to YouTube. Thank you guys for dealing with the insanity. I gotta go plug a freezer in.
Just making up time from last week.
That's right. That's right. How many people are on here right now?
220.
220. 220 people do not give a rip that we are 25 minutes over.
Are we?
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it says 2 hours and 12 on my end.
Well, we started 12 minutes late because of said freezer.
Mom says it was awesome. Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, guys. Good to see you guys yesterday. You know, even though mom and daughter tried to kill each other.
Somebody just was saying that people used to steal from them working work in a type of show like that too.
It does,
in
man.
Arizona.
It just makes you.
That's hard work too.
Y'all understand, man. When your back's against the wall and you don't have any choice but to try to build something with your hands to feed your fucking family, and somebody takes it from you. I mean, and I'm not talking about my capabilities aside. I was pretty fat then, but I still could have come up over that table. I mean, I've always been pretty decent shape, even though I was a different shape.
Bye, Joey. Have a good day, Joey.
But anyway, it's maddening. Don't steal.
That's the moral of the story.
That's right. All right, guys, have a great week. If you need anything, reach out. Stay tuned. Patreon. We're going to ask about the bags.
And giveaways.
And be patient because this is getting very busy time of the year leading up to Blade Show. And 500 blades came yesterday, and I've got 320 that are coming at the beginning of the week. So we are rocking and rolling, and we decided not to sleep. Have a great week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.